A high-quality peel-off mask offers a deeply satisfying skincare experience. When formulated correctly, this thick, vibrant green gel forms a tight seal that actively draws out impurities and physically tightens the pores as it sets. Looking at the product overview here, this natural gel-based mask is designed for deep pore cleansing and refinement. It pulls away dead skin cells and excess oil, making it an ideal treatment for combination and oily skin types. Panning down to the formulation table, you'll see we use a strict 1 kilogram baseline recipe to ensure consistency. Precise weight measurements using a digital scale are mandatory. Eyeballing liquids by volume will throw off the chemistry. The top of our table outlines the structural base. The core ingredient is 600 grams of pure aloe vera gel to soothe the skin. To create that signature peelable film, we use 150 grams of polyvinyl alcohol, or PVA. We then balance that structure with humectants, 80 grams of vegetable glycerin and 60 grams of propylene glycol, to ensure the mask hydrates while it dries. Moving down the list, we integrate the active ingredients. 40 grams of witch hazel acts as our primary astringent to control oil, while 20 grams of niacinamide brightens and strengthens the skin barrier. Finally, we add 10 grams each of allantoin and sodium hyaluronate to soothe irritation and boost elasticity. Our final additions require 10 grams of xanthan gum to stabilize the thickness, plus our preservative and fragrance. As shown in the equipment panel, processing these viscous liquids requires specific hardware, a digital scale, a double boiler, and proper silicone and wire mixing tools. Nailing this precise ratio of film-forming polymers to hydrating agents and processing them with the correct tools ensures the final mask peels off in one satisfying piece without tearing or leaving a sticky residue. Step 1 begins at the mixing bowl. Combine the 600 grams of aloe vera gel with your glycerin and propylene glycol. Stir these together until the humectants are completely incorporated into the aloe base. Next, transfer this base into a double boiler. As the production steps indicate here, you must heat this mixture over low heat until it reaches a precise window of 70 to 75 degrees Celsius. Once you hit that temperature range, it is time to integrate the polyvinyl alcohol. Slowly sprinkle the fine PVA powder directly into the warm liquid. The heat allows the polymer chains to relax and disperse smoothly throughout the gel. As noted in Step 3, this process requires continuous, vigorous whisking. You must keep the liquid moving while adding the powder, so it dissolves entirely into the warm gel without clumping. If the base is too cool, or if you dump the PVA in all at once, the polymer will bind to itself. The result is a lumpy, inconsistent paste that will refuse to form a cohesive, peelable film. With the PVA fully dissolved and the base still warm, we move to the incorporation phase. Pour in the witch hazel and stir steadily until the astringent is fully blended. Following steps 4 and 5, introduce the niacinamide powder next. Keep mixing until every granule disappears into the gel. Now, add the allantoin, sodium hyaluronate, and the xanthan gum thickener. Because the gel is becoming denser, it takes focused physical effort to fold these dry powders in. The instruction here is critical. Mix until the batch is entirely smooth. When executed correctly, lifting your spatula should reveal a highly viscous, pristine green gel. There should be 0 visible lumps or dry spots. This is your visual benchmark for a successful emulsion. Finally, blend in the phenoxyethanol preservative and your chosen fragrance. The preservative is mandatory to prevent microbial growth and ensure the mask remains safe for repeated use. Remove the batch from the heat and let it cool to room temperature. Before transferring it to your containers, you must test the acidity. As highlighted at the bottom of our guide, the mask must read between an ideal pH of 5.0 and 6.0 to be safe and gentle on the human skin barrier. By building the structural polymer film first and layering in these heat-sensitive extracts and preservatives only after that core is stable, you guarantee both the chemical efficacy of the active ingredients and the long-term shelf life of the product. Looking at packaging options, the finalized gel performs well in wide-mouth jars for retail or flip-top tubes for travel. To maximize shelf life, we recommend amber or green containers. These darker tints block UV light, protecting light-sensitive extracts from degrading. Returning to our initial formulation data, Processing that strict 1 kilogram batch yields exactly 10 standard 100-gram jars of finished product, making inventory calculation highly predictable. Our costing example shows the raw materials and packaging total around 570 pesos per kilogram batch. Given the high consumer demand for natural pore care treatments, this low overhead translates directly into strong retail margins. Executing this validated process step by step turns basic raw chemical components into a professional-grade, highly profitable retail skincare asset. To source the raw ingredient kits for this formulation, send an email to thinksmartph@google.com. Stay tuned for our next session, where we will formulate a deeply hydrating aloe vera body butter.